This video covers 74 essential questions from the Discover Canada Handbook, Chapter, How Canadians Govern Themselves. Watch this video till the end. Every question is important and can help you pass on your first try.
Question 1. What are the three key elements that define Canada's government system? A. Federal state, direct democracy, parliamentary system. B. Constitutional monarchy, direct democracy, federal system. C. Federal state, parliamentary democracy, constitutional monarchy. D. Confederation, parliamentary democracy, republic. The correct answer is C. Federal state, parliamentary democracy, constitutional monarchy. Explanation: the three key elements defining Canada's system of government are the federal state, parliamentary democracy, and constitutional monarchy. This combination means Canada has a division of powers, a representative democracy, and a monarch as a symbolic head. Question 2. In which act were the responsibilities of the federal and provincial governments defined? A. The Constitution Act, 1950. B. The Canada Act, 1971. C. The Quebec Act, 1850. D. The British North America Act, 1867. The correct answer is D. The British North America Act, 1867. Explanation: the responsibilities of federal and provincial governments were defined in the British North America Act of 1867, which established the framework for Canada's government system. Question 3. What is the British North America Act, 1867 now known as? A. The Quebec Act. B. The Constitution Act, 1867. C. The Statute of Westminster. D. The Canada Act. The correct answer is B. The Constitution Act, 1867. Explanation: the British North America Act of 1867 is now known as the Constitution Act of 1867. It laid the foundation for Canada's governmental structure and division of powers. Question 4. In Canada, which of the following are key responsibilities of the federal government? A. Health care, education, and local infrastructure. B. Policing, housing, and municipal services. C. Defense, foreign policy, interprovincial trade, and citizenship. D. Provincial courts, local businesses, and education. The correct answer is C. Defense, foreign policy, interprovincial trade, and citizenship. Explanation: the federal government is responsible for national matters like defense, foreign policy, interprovincial trade, and citizenship, ensuring cohesive governance across provinces. Question 5. In Canada, the provincial governments are responsible for A. Education, health, natural resources, and highways. B. Municipal services, immigration, and policing. C. Citizenship, international trade, and currency. D. Defense, foreign policy, and criminal law. The correct answer is A. Education, health, natural resources, and highways. Explanation: provincial governments handle areas like education, health, natural resources, and highways, allowing regions to manage local matters specific to their needs. Question 6. Which responsibilities are shared by both the federal government and the provinces? A. Defense and citizenship. B. Education and health. C. Agriculture and immigration. D. Natural resources and policing. The correct answer is C. Agriculture and immigration. Explanation: agriculture and immigration are among the responsibilities shared by both federal and provincial governments, allowing both levels to collaborate on issues affecting the entire country. Question 7. Each province in Canada has its own elected body known as the A. Senate, B. Provincial Council, C. Legislative Assembly, D. House of Representatives. The correct answer is C. Legislative Assembly. Explanation: each province in Canada has its own elected body known as the Legislative Assembly, which allows local representation and lawmaking tailored to provincial needs. Question 8. Which of the following are the responsibilities of elected representatives in Canada's parliamentary democracy? A. Passing laws, approving expenditures, and holding the government accountable. B. Approving treaties, organizing elections, and keeping the government accountable. C. Enforcing laws, managing government spending, and appointing judges. D. Electing the Prime Minister, passing laws, and overseeing national security. The correct answer is A. Passing laws, approving expenditures, and holding the government accountable. Explanation: elected representatives in Canada's parliamentary democracy are responsible for passing laws, approving expenditures, and holding the government accountable, ensuring checks and balances in governance. Question 9. Who selects the cabinet ministers? A. The Governor-General. B. The Chief Justice. C. Members of Parliament. D. The Prime Minister. The correct answer is D. The Prime Minister. Explanation: the Prime Minister selects cabinet ministers, who then assist in governing and managing specific areas like health, finance, and foreign affairs. Question 10. In the federal government, what is the Prime Minister responsible for? A. Approving new laws. B. Electing municipal assemblies. C. Operations and policy of the government. D. Organizing elections. The correct answer is C. Operations and policy of the government. Explanation: the Prime Minister in the federal government oversees operations and policy, guiding the government's agenda and making key national decisions. Question 11. Cabinet ministers are responsible to the elected representatives, which means they must A. Retain the confidence of the House and resign if they lose a non-confidence vote. B. Organize federal elections and enforce laws. C. Elect the Prime Minister and approve laws. D. Manage government spending and appoint judges. The correct answer is A. Retain the confidence of the House and resign if they lose a non-confidence vote. Explanation: cabinet ministers must retain the confidence of the House and resign if they lose a non-confidence vote, ensuring accountability to the elected representatives. Question 12. What are the three parts of Canada's Parliament? A. The Governor-General, the Senate, and the House of Commons. B. The Senate, the House of Commons, and the Prime Minister. C. The Sovereign, the Senate, and the House of Commons. D. The Sovereign, the Governor-General, and the Prime Minister? The correct answer is C. The Sovereign, the Senate, and the House of Commons. Explanation: Canada's Parliament has three parts: the Sovereign, the Senate, and the House of Commons, which together form the legislative structure. Question 13. Members of House of Commons are elected by A. The Prime Minister, B. The Governor-General, C. The citizens of Canada, D. Members of the Senate. The correct answer is C. The citizens of Canada. Explanation: Members of the House of Commons are elected by the citizens of Canada, representing the democratic choice of the people. Question 14. What is the role of the House of Commons? A. It is the upper house of Parliament responsible for reviewing laws. B. It is the chamber where laws are enforced by the government. C. It is the chamber where elected members of Parliament represent the people. D. It is the body appointed by the Prime Minister to manage policies. The correct answer is C. It is the chamber where elected members of Parliament represent the people. Explanation: The House of Commons is the chamber where elected members of Parliament represent the people, discussing and passing laws that affect the country. Question 15. How often are members of the House of Commons elected? A. Every 6 years. B. Every 2 years. C. Every 5 years. D. Every 4 years. The correct answer is D. Every 4 years. Explanation: Members of the House of Commons are elected every 5 years, allowing for periodic democratic renewal and accountability. Question 16. On whose advice does the Governor-General appoint senators? A. The Prime Minister, B. The Senate, C. The Supreme Court, D. The House of Commons. The correct answer is A. The Prime Minister. Explanation: The Governor-General appoints senators on the advice of the Prime Minister, ensuring that appointments align with the government's policies. Question 17. How are senators appointed? A. Directly by the Prime Minister. B. By the House of Commons through a vote. C. By the Governor-General alone. D. By the Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister. The correct answer is D. By the Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister. Explanation: Senators are appointed by the Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister, maintaining a balance between executive oversight and parliamentary independence. Question 18. What must happen for a bill to become law in Canada? A. It must be passed by the House of Commons and signed by the Prime Minister. B. It must be passed by both the House of Commons and the Senate and receive royal assent from the Governor-General on behalf of the Sovereign. C. It must be passed by the Senate and approved by the Supreme Court. D. It must be passed by both the House of Commons and the Senate and then voted on by the citizens. The correct answer is B. It must be passed by both the House of Commons and the Senate and receive royal assent from the Governor-General on behalf of the Sovereign. Explanation: A bill must be passed by both the House of Commons and the Senate and receive royal assent from the Governor-General, symbolizing approval by the Sovereign, for it to become law in Canada. Question 19. What is royal assent? A. The approval of a bill by the Prime Minister. B. The formal approval of a bill by the Governor-General after it passes both Houses of Parliament. C. The rejection of a bill by the Senate. D. The first reading of a bill in the House of Commons. The correct answer is B. The formal approval of a bill by the Governor-General after it passes both Houses of Parliament. Explanation: royal assent is when a bill, after passing both Houses of Parliament, is formally approved by the Governor-General, making it law. Question 20. Who is Canada's head of state? A. The Governor-General. B. The Chief Justice of Canada. C. A hereditary sovereign, Queen or King. D. The Prime Minister. The correct answer is C. A hereditary sovereign, Queen or King. Explanation: Canada's head of state is a hereditary sovereign, Queen or King, representing the continuity and tradition of the monarchy. Question 21. As head of the Commonwealth, how many other nations does the sovereign link Canada to? A. 60. B. 53. C. 50. D. 45. The correct answer is B. 53. Explanation: as head of the Commonwealth, the sovereign links Canada to 53 other nations, promoting unity and cooperation among these countries. Question 22. Who represents the sovereign in Canada? A. The Governor-General. B. The Lieutenant Governor. C. The Senate. D. The Prime Minister. The correct answer is A. The Governor-General. Explanation: the Governor-General represents the sovereign in Canada, performing ceremonial duties and ensuring continuity of governance. Question 23. How is the Governor-General appointed? A. By the House of Commons. B. By the sovereign on the advice of the Prime Minister. C. By the Senate. D. By the Prime Minister alone. The correct answer is B. By the sovereign on the advice of the Prime Minister. Explanation: the Governor-General is appointed by the sovereign on the advice of the Prime Minister, reflecting both tradition and the government's input. Question 24. Who is Canada's first Indigenous Governor-General, elected in 2021? A. Adrienne Clarkson. B. Michael Jean. C. Julie Payette. D. Mary Simon. The correct answer is D. Mary Simon. Explanation: Mary Simon became Canada's first Indigenous Governor-General in 2021. Question 25. Who served as Canada's 28th Governor-General before Mary Simon? A. David Johnston. B. Vincent Massey. C. Romeo LeBlanc. D. Jean Sauve. The correct answer is A. David Johnston. Explanation: David Johnston served as Canada's 28th Governor-General, contributing significantly to public service. Question 26. Who served as Canada's Governor-General from 2005 to 2010? A. Adrienne Clarkson. B. Michael Jean. C. David Johnston. D. Vincent Massey. The correct answer is B. Michael Jean. Explanation: Michael Jean served as Governor-General of Canada from 2005 to 2010, representing the Queen. Question 27. Who was the first Canadian-born Governor-General of Canada? A. Roland Michener. B. Michael Jean. C. Vincent Massey. D. Adrienne Clarkson. The correct answer is C. Vincent Massey. Explanation: Vincent Massey was the first Canadian-born Governor-General, serving from 1952 to 1959. Question 28. Which Governor-General served from 1967 to 1974, and is known for modernizing the office? A. Vincent Massey. B. Adrienne Clarkson. C. Michael Jean. D. Roland Michener. The correct answer is D. Roland Michener. Explanation: Roland Michener served as Governor-General from 1967 to 1974 and modernized the role. Question 29. How long does the Governor-General usually serve? A. 5 years. B. 4 years. C. 6 years. D. 10 years. The correct answer is A. 5 years. Explanation: the Governor-General usually serves a 5-year term, providing stability in representation of the sovereign's role in Canada. Question 30. Who represents the sovereign in each of Canada's 10 provinces? A. The Prime Minister. B. The Lieutenant Governor. C. The Provincial Premier. D. The Governor-General. The correct answer is B. The Lieutenant Governor. Explanation: in each of Canada's 10 provinces, the Lieutenant Governor represents the sovereign, serving as the Queen's representative at the provincial level. Question 31. What does MLA stand for? A. Minister of Legislative Affairs. B. Member of Local Authority. C. Member of the Legislative Assembly. D. Member of the Law Association. The correct answer is C. Member of the Legislative Assembly. Explanation: MLA stands for Member of the Legislative Assembly, a title used for representatives in some provincial legislatures. Question 32. What does MNA stand for? A. Member of the Northern Assembly. B. Member of the National Assembly. C. Minister of National Affairs. D. Member of the New Assembly. The correct answer is B. Member of the National Assembly. Explanation: MNA stands for Member of the National Assembly, a title used in Quebec for members of its provincial legislative body. Question 33. What does MPP stand for? A. Member of Parliamentary Procedure. B. Minister of Provincial Parliament. C. Member of Provincial Parliament. D. Member of Public Policy. The correct answer is C. Member of Provincial Parliament. Explanation: MPP stands for Member of Provincial Parliament, a title used in Ontario for members of its legislative body. Question 34. What does MHA stand for? A. Member of Housing Assembly. B. Minister of Housing Affairs. C. Member of the House of Assembly. D. Member of Humanitarian Assembly. The correct answer is A. Member of the House of Assembly. Explanation: MHA stands for Member of the House of Assembly, a title used in Newfoundland and Labrador for members of its legislative body. Question 35. In the three territories of Canada, who represents the federal government and plays a ceremonial role? A. The Premier. B. The Governor-General. C. The Lieutenant Governor. D. The Commissioner. The correct answer is D. The Commissioner. Explanation: in the three territories of Canada, the Commissioner represents the federal government and performs a ceremonial role similar to the Lieutenant Governor in the provinces. Question 36. How many judges serve on the Supreme Court of Canada? A. 9 judges. B. 7 judges. C. 10 judges. D. 5 judges. The correct answer is A. 9 judges. Explanation: the Supreme Court of Canada comprises 9 judges, who are appointed to ensure a diversity of legal perspectives and judicial decisions. Question 37. Who appoints the judges of the Supreme Court of Canada? A. The Governor-General. B. The Prime Minister. C. The House of Commons. D. The Senate. The correct answer is B. The Prime Minister. Explanation: the Prime Minister appoints the judges of the Supreme Court of Canada, with input from various stakeholders to maintain the judiciary's independence and expertise. Question 38. What are the levels of government in Canada? A. Federal and provincial. B. Federal, provincial, territorial, municipal, and regional. C. Federal, provincial, and municipal. D. Federal, provincial or territorial, and municipal. The correct answer is D. Federal, provincial or territorial, and municipal. Explanation: the levels of government in Canada are federal, provincial, territorial, and municipal, each addressing specific aspects of governance within its jurisdiction. Question 39. What are the 3 levels of government? A. Federal, provincial, municipal. B. National, regional, local. C. Central, local, state. D. National, state, city. The correct answer is A. Federal, provincial, municipal. Explanation: the 3 main levels of government are federal, provincial, and municipal, structuring governance across national, regional, and local scopes. Question 40. What does federalism allow provinces to do? A. Override federal decisions. B. Control the national government. C. Adopt policies tailored to their own populations. D. Ignore federal policies. The correct answer is C. Adopt policies tailored to their own populations. Explanation: federalism allows provinces to adopt policies tailored to their populations, enabling flexibility within the national framework. Question 41. How many territories does Canada have? A. 4. B. 3. C. 5. D. 2. The correct answer is B. 3. Explanation: Canada has 3 territories, which are governed under a unique framework compared to the provinces. Question 42. What is a parliamentary democracy? A. A system where the Prime Minister appoints members of the legislature. B. A system where the Senate elects the members of Parliament. C. A system where the people elect members to the House of Commons and provincial and territorial legislatures. D. A system where the Governor-General makes all decisions. The correct answer is C. A system where the people elect members to the House of Commons and provincial and territorial legislatures. Explanation: A parliamentary democracy is a system where the people elect members to the House of Commons and provincial and territorial legislatures, allowing them to have representation in government. Question 43. What is one responsibility of members of the House of Commons and provincial and territorial legislatures? A. Enforcing laws. B. Keeping the government accountable. C. Organizing federal elections. D. Appointing the Prime Minister. The correct answer is B. Keeping the government accountable. Explanation: One responsibility of members of the House of Commons and provincial and territorial legislatures is keeping the government accountable, ensuring transparency and integrity in governance. Question 44. What are the 2 types of members in the House of Commons? A. Government and Cabinet members. B. Prime Minister and Ministers. C. Government and Opposition members. D. Senators and MPs. The correct answer is C. Government and Opposition members. Explanation: The House of Commons has government members, ruling party, and opposition members. Question 45. What happens to cabinet ministers who are defeated in a non-confidence vote? A. They must resign. B. They remain until the next election. C. They are re-elected automatically. D. They continue to serve in their role. The correct answer is A. They must resign. Explanation: Cabinet ministers who are defeated in a non-confidence vote must resign, as they no longer have the confidence of the elected representatives. Question 46. What does a provincial legislature consist of? A. The Premier and the Senate. B. The Prime Minister and the Cabinet. C. The Lieutenant Governor and the elected Assembly. D. The Governor-General and the Senate. The correct answer is C. The Lieutenant Governor and the elected Assembly. Explanation: A provincial legislature consists of the Lieutenant Governor and the elected Assembly, allowing local representatives to pass provincial laws. Question 47. What is the federal government responsible for? A. Municipal road maintenance. B. Matters of national and international concern. C. Local healthcare services. D. Provincial education systems. The correct answer is B. Matters of national and international concern. Explanation: The federal government is responsible for matters of national and international concern, such as defense, foreign policy, and citizenship. Question 48. Where are Canada's Parliament buildings located? A. Montreal. B. Vancouver. C. Ottawa. D. Toronto. The correct answer is C. Ottawa. Explanation: Canada's Parliament buildings are located in Ottawa, the capital city, where the federal government conducts its legislative activities. Question 49. How are political representatives chosen in Canada? A. By appointment. B. By inheritance. C. By reference. D. By the people through elections. The correct answer is D. By the people through elections. Explanation: In Canada, political representatives are chosen by the people through elections, ensuring the democratic selection of government officials. Question 50. Which of the following is not a responsibility of political representatives? A. Reviewing policies. B. Representing citizens in the legislature. C. Selecting cabinet ministers. D. Passing laws. The correct answer is C. Selecting cabinet ministers. Explanation: Political representatives do not select cabinet ministers. This is the role of the Prime Minister. Their primary responsibilities are representing citizens, reviewing policies, and passing laws. Question 51. Who considers and reviews proposals for new laws? A. The Governor-General. B. The Prime Minister alone. C. The Supreme Court. D. Both the House of Commons and the Senate. The correct answer is D. Both the House of Commons and the Senate. Explanation: Both the House of Commons and the Senate consider and review proposals for new laws, ensuring that legislation is thoroughly examined before being passed. Question 52. What is a proposal for a new law called? A. A bill. B. A decree. C. A statute. D. A mandate. The correct answer is A. A bill. Explanation: A proposal for a new law is called a bill. Once approved through various stages, it becomes a statute or law. Question 53. How many readings must a bill go through in the House of Commons before it can become law? A. 2. B. 1. C. 3. D. 4. The correct answer is C. 3. Explanation: A bill must go through 3 readings in the House of Commons before it can become law, allowing for detailed discussion and amendment at each stage. Question 54. What form of government does Canada have? A. Federal Republic. B. Constitutional monarchy. C. Absolute monarchy. D. Presidential republic. The correct answer is B. Constitutional monarchy. Explanation: Canada has a constitutional monarchy, where the monarch is the head of state within a framework of democratic principles and constitutional laws. Question 55. What is a hereditary sovereign? A. A Prime Minister. B. A Governor-General. C. A Queen or King. D. A President. The correct answer is C. A Queen or King. Explanation: A hereditary sovereign refers to a queen or king who ascends to the position by birthright, and serves as a symbolic figure in the government. Question 56. What does constitutional monarchy mean? A. The Senate chooses the head of state. B. The Governor-General is elected by the people. C. The head of state is a hereditary sovereign, queen or king, whose powers are limited by the Constitution. D. The Prime Minister is the head of state. The correct answer is C. The head of state is a hereditary sovereign, queen or king, whose powers are limited by the Constitution. Explanation: Constitutional monarchy means that the head of state is a hereditary sovereign, queen or king, but their powers are limited by the Constitution. Question 57. Canada's head of state reigns in accordance with A. The Senate's approval. B. The Prime Minister's decisions. C. Public opinion. D. The Constitution and the rule of law. The correct answer is D. The Constitution and the rule of law. Explanation: Canada's head of state reigns in accordance with the Constitution and the rule of law, ensuring that the monarch's role aligns with established legal frameworks. Question 58. What does the sovereign symbolize in Canada? A. Canadian sovereignty and a guardian of constitutional freedoms. B. Control over the military. C. The authority to elect the Prime Minister. D. The power to make laws. The correct answer is A. Canadian sovereignty and a guardian of constitutional freedoms. Explanation: In Canada, the sovereign symbolizes Canadian sovereignty and acts as a guardian of constitutional freedoms, representing unity and continuity. Question 59. Who is the head of government? A. The sovereign. B. The Governor-General. C. The Prime Minister. D. The Lieutenant Governor. The correct answer is C. The Prime Minister. Explanation: The Prime Minister is the head of government, responsible for running the country and making key national decisions. Question 60. What are the roles of the head of government, the Prime Minister, and the head of state, the sovereign, in Canada? A. The Prime Minister directs the governing of the country, while the sovereign holds a symbolic role. B. The Prime Minister holds a symbolic role, and the sovereign directs the government. C. The Prime Minister and the sovereign share the role of governing. D. The sovereign both directs the government and holds a symbolic role. The correct answer is A. The Prime Minister directs the governing of the country, while the sovereign holds a symbolic role. Explanation: In Canada, the Prime Minister directs the governing of the country, while the sovereign holds a symbolic role, embodying continuity and national identity. Question 61. What is the sovereign's representative in the provinces called? A. The Governor-General. B. The Premier. C. The Lieutenant Governor. D. The Prime Minister. The correct answer is C. The Lieutenant Governor. Explanation: The sovereign's representative in the provinces is called the Lieutenant Governor, who performs ceremonial duties similar to those of the Governor-General at the provincial level. Question 62. Who appoints the Lieutenant Governor? A. The Prime Minister alone. B. The Provincial Premier. C. The Sovereign directly. D. The Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister. The correct answer is D. The Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister. Explanation: the Lieutenant Governor is appointed by the Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister, ensuring that appointments align with the federal government's recommendations. Question 63. What are the three branches of government? A. Executive, legislative, judicial. B. Federal, provincial, municipal. C. Social, economic, political. D. Administrative, legislative, judicial. The correct answer is A. Executive, legislative, judicial. Explanation: the three branches of government are executive, legislative, and judicial, each responsible for different functions within the government. Question 64. Where are provincial and territorial laws passed? A. In the Supreme Court. B. In the Governor-General's office. C. In the elected legislature. D. In the Senate. The correct answer is C. In the elected legislature. Explanation: provincial and territorial laws are passed in the elected legislature, where local representatives discuss and enact laws. Question 65. The head of the province is called A. The Premier. B. The Prime Minister. C. The Lieutenant Governor. D. The Governor-General. The correct answer is A. The Premier. Explanation: the head of the province is called the Premier, who oversees the provincial government's operations and decision-making. Question 66. Which is the highest judiciary court in Canada? A. The Provincial Court. B. The Federal Court. C. The Court of Appeal. D. The Supreme Court. The correct answer is D. The Supreme Court. Explanation: the Supreme Court is the highest judiciary court in Canada, providing the final decision on legal matters. Question 67. Which courts are directly under the Supreme Court of Canada? A. Municipal and family courts. B. Federal and provincial courts. C. Regional and federal appeals courts. D. District and magistrate courts. The correct answer is B. Federal and provincial courts. Explanation: below the Supreme Court are the federal court and provincial courts, handling national and regional cases, respectively. Question 68. What are the three levels of the executive branch? A. Governor-General, House of Commons, Senate. B. Prime Minister, Senate, MPs. C. Governor-General, Cabinet, Administration. D. Cabinet, Senate, Judiciary. The correct answer is C. Governor-General, Cabinet, Administration. Explanation: the executive branch includes the Governor-General, Cabinet, and Administration, responsible for decision-making. Question 69. What does the legislative branch consist of? A. Cabinet, Senate, Supreme Court. B. House of Commons, Supreme Court, MPs. C. Governor-General, House of Commons, Senate. D. Governor-General, Cabinet, Judiciary. The correct answer is C. Governor-General, House of Commons, Senate. Explanation: the legislative branch includes the Governor-General, House of Commons, and Senate, and is responsible for making laws. Question 70. What is the main role of the executive branch? A. Enforcing laws. B. Creating laws. C. Making government decisions. D. Judging legal cases. The correct answer is C. Making government decisions. Explanation: led by the Prime Minister, the executive branch is the primary decision-making authority in government. Question 71. What is the primary responsibility of the legislative branch? A. Debating laws only. B. Creating laws for the country. C. Enforcing laws. D. Representing Canada in foreign affairs. The correct answer is B. Creating laws for the country. Explanation: the legislative branch creates laws through debate and voting in Parliament. Question 72. What is the main role of the judicial branch? A. Making laws. B. Administering justice. C. Deciding budgets. D. Representing Canada abroad. The correct answer is B. Administering justice. Explanation: the judicial branch administers justice by interpreting and enforcing Canadian laws. Question 73. The Lieutenant Governor is usually appointed for a term of A. 4 years. B. 6 years. C. 10 years. D. 5 years. The correct answer is D. 5 years. Explanation: the Lieutenant Governor is usually appointed for a term of 5 years, providing continuity in the ceremonial representation of the sovereign in the province. Question 74. What type of government does Canada have? A. Provincial government. B. Federal government. C. Local government. D. Municipal government. The correct answer is B. Federal government. Explanation: Canada has a federal government, which means power is shared between a central government and provincial governments to manage the country.